So that's my suggestion to you, is get the best sponsor in the room and start working the steps as if your life depends on it. Go for it. Go as quickly as your sponsor will allow. And if they don't go quickly, or they just want to talk about stuff all the time and not take you through the steps, get a different sponsor. The program that I went to for families of alcoholics, where I was, it was very hard to get a sponsor. And in 25 years, I had one for about a month. And mostly what I did is I found my sponsors in other fellowships. And I found that sober alcoholics who have that life and death reality of, like, if I don't stop drinking, I'm going to die, that those are the people who understood me, even though my problem was, getting involved with these incredibly destructive partners is not considered life and death, but it was for me. It was for me. And so I got help from somebody who was a sober alcoholic. So sometimes you can find people who are willing to work the steps with you for that. If you haven't yet read the Big Book of AA, it's very powerful, and it does speak to your problem as well as mine. And I encourage you to read it. Now, other people, if you don't like 12-step, don't go. Do what you want. Do what you want. But Artie is asking me. Artie is there and giving me a lot of jargon. And I just think if you really go all the way deep down and get a really strong, traditional, work the steps sponsor, you'll have a different tune. It will be a very different focus. It'll be a lot about focusing on the exact nature of your wrongs, which I hear you describing, and then, admitting them, making a note of the people you have harmed, becoming willing to make amends to them, and then getting on with continuing with this process every day, continuing every day. So where I learned the daily practice that helped me to manage my trauma symptoms is from a woman who was a sober alcoholic, and this is over 30 years ago. And she showed me these techniques, a specific writing technique followed by a very simple meditation that I now call the daily practice. I've taught it to thousands of people all over the world. And that's where I learned it. I have just, such a grateful feeling when I think about that day that I was shown this. It absolutely saved my life. She's still a sober alcoholic. She's sober now 36 plus years. Just saw her yesterday. She's a dear friend. She still helps me. And the no BS way that she helped me and confronted me about where I was screwing up when I really needed help, I really needed to get out of the ditch I was in,